will show you some adjustments that you can make on the moving pendulum. First of all is the speed adjustment, which is down here. This will make the clock run faster or slower the way you adjust it. I'll move the camera in now to show you that. If the clock is running slow and you want it to speed it up, then you can move this piece down, move down to go faster, up to go slower. And so grab the pendulum here, and then you can turn it to the left like that. I'll put my finger to mark where it is, and now, see, now you can move it, you can take it off. You can move it up or down. So if the clock is running slow and you want to speed it up more, then move it down like that. If you move 1 centimeter, that will make a big difference in the speed. Now the clock will run faster. If you want the clock to run slower, then you move it up like that. And then just grab this and twist back until it's tight and it won't slip like that. There's also a way to make sure that the pendulum stays in balance. And you can tell if it's balanced by looking at the two legs of the escapement. Now normally with clocks, this is called putting the clock in beat. That's what we normally say. Well, here you look at it and do it by visually. You see how far this comes up. That's about 2 centimeters up. And then see this one also goes up about 2 centimeters. So the two legs here should lift up the same amount, or approximately the same amount. If one, let's say this one is going way up high like that, and the other one just barely lifts up like that, then you know the pendulum needs balancing. I'll show you that. Like I said, if this side goes way up high like this, then you know the whole thing is swinging too far that way. And you need to move these this way. So you need to move these two strings, both of them, just a little bit to the left. They should stay the same distance apart, no matter where you move them. So I move this now to the left, and now we will look at, we'll see how it goes. Now, this one is going way up high, and this one here just lifts up a little bit. So you can see it's off balance. And if it gets too far off balance, then it can stop. If it doesn't swing far enough, this may not lift up at all. So I will move these two back that way to the right. And you remember there are those two marks in the back, so you remember where, you know where the original position of this should be. When you set the clock on the wall, if you follow the instructions on the template and get that level, and then put these on those marks, then the pendulum should be balanced. But if it needs balancing, you can move this one way or the other. Now I'm going to move it this way far, like that. a long ways. And now watch. Watch how it runs. That lifts way up, and that doesn't even release. See, it did not release the peg, and so the clock has stopped because it's out of balance. I put it out of balance purposely to show you that. Now I'll move I'll move this shaft back to its original position on those marks that I made on the long shaft. And now you can see these lift up about the same amount. This one and this one. So the clock is balanced. Like I said, if you mounted the clock correctly and put those strings on the marks that were provided, then the clock should be in balance, and you shouldn't have to make this adjustment. But I'm showing it to you just in case you need to know. One other adjustment that you probably do not need to make, but I'll show you anyway. This knob can turn, and it raises or lowers the front of the pendulum. I'll get in closer. You can see it turns and brings it up or down here and changes the angle, which would affect this. So I can move it over here or back over there like this. See how it's moving? I'm moving this knob. But if it's positioned so this one here is straight and horizontal, then it will be fine. I don't think you will need to use that adjustment at all on this clock.